Now, I don't consume a lot of content, but I've been aware of you for a while, and then when we collaborated 2 or 3 months ago, I
Yes.
became more aware and started to look a little bit more. And I've seen you out here, and
Mm,
I've seen you talking. I've seen you on different platforms, and oftentimes scientists aren't business people, and
mm-hmm,
business people aren't scientists.
mm-hmm.
Well, what have you learned while branding and marketing and doing outreach? Like, does it come natural? Are there any insights that you can share for another scientist that may want to do things outside of the lab?
So that is a great question. Um, I took a course for it's about a year at Emory called Fast Track, and this course was designed for academic scientists to start companies, because there's a whole community of academic scientists who are also entrepreneurs, and there's a lot of support for us. And there's the Small Business Administration, and their whole job is to help small businesses get started.
Hmm.
The other part about that that's really cool is I have mentors who have been successful in business, and I interviewed them before I got started. And I did a whole lot of research on the front end about my business model, because I think it's like the measure twice and cut once philosophy. Get all
Hmm.
the information that you can up front. And everybody I knew who had ever developed something, invented something, including the black scientist who invented the super soaker, um, uh, um, Brother Johnson. I'm trying to think of his first name. Lonnie Johnson, who invented the super soaker, and my mentors and all the scientists I knew who had developed something while I was in graduate school, and I saw what they were doing. There are so many disgruntled scientists and black inventors who have had their technology stolen from them, or the business people who are good at business and not science. Those were the people who got rich, and the scientists were still poor and disgruntled in their senior years. And
Right.
so, one of the things that for me, when I started looking at who's raising the type of money, pharmaceutical industries have it, but the cancer nonprofits between Susan G. Komen and American Cancer Society, they're raising over $1 billion a year with no cures to show for it. And I said, well,
Yep.
they're filtering the money, raising money for a cure. And it's like this with a lot of other diseases. And then the money filters through and then filters through and filters through. And every filter, that dollar that goes to science is being diluted. So I would love to see more scientists get the training to be the entrepreneurs, to be the founders of nonprofits, so that the money can go straight to the scientists instead of having to go through the president, CEO, the whole organizational structure, and have literally, with no exaggeration, 75, sometimes to 80 or 90% of the money raised go to overhead, and then only having 10 to 25% go to the actual research. So
Right.
um, I would encourage, and I would love to see more scientists develop that business savvy, because it is a skill. Now, let me also say, I found that my intuition has served me well to guide the decisions that we make and how we spend our time. And one of the things that I've been telling my team, because everybody thought we would have raised $10 million by now, because we've seen people raise money for a wall in 4 days, and why is it taking us so long? And I've had other people say it's because I'm a black woman, and I do realize people see me and greet me with skepticism instead of benefit of the doubt. And so it doesn't matter that I have 3 degrees in physics and graduated with a 4.0 GPA, and that I I got $1 million grant from the government for my research already from the Department of Veteran Affairs, or that I was named as one of the 100 most influential women of this century with Eleanor Roosevelt and Hillary Clinton and the notorious RBG. Like, some of that is still not enough. And it's like, I can't achieve enough to some people for them to become a monthly donor, give me the benefit of the doubt that even though these other nonprofits, these other cancer nonprofits, don't have a thing to show for it, it's a feel good movement because you got a t-shirt and you participated in a walk. And if that's what it's going to take for us to cure cancer, to get t-shirts and walks, okay. But I was hoping that showing pictures of a tumor shrinking in a mouse and showing that we actually can kill cancer in the lab would inspire more people to just donate, because we've already developed a technology that kills cancer, and we're not just raising money for hope and awareness that you need to get tested early, which you should get tested. And early detection does save lives. That is important. And we still need better answers to cancer, which this is one. And so we are ushering in a new era of how cancer is treated and need that support, that financial support. So our platform, and just for the shameless plug while we're talking, and I'm sure you're going to ask me to repeat this again, our website for anyone who wants to know how to support is oralee.org, and we're on Cash App and Venmo at Oralee Foundation, ORALEE Foundation, and oralee.org. So you can ask me, I'm sure you will, about that again. But since I was talking about it, I said, let me put that out here now. So I think it's important for people to know that I have a nonprofit, and that message usually gets lost when people are either fascinated by my story, or they're proud of me, or they're saying, well, clearly the celebrities are going to fund this, or clearly the government is going to fund this. And if this is true, then she should have the money that she needs. But if you can imagine a world where a Black woman cured cancer and people said, yeah, maybe not, because somebody else would fund this. So that is where we are. And I want to say thank you to the 15,000 people of the millions of people who have seen what I'm doing. There have been about 15,000 people who have donated. And those 15,000 people helped us make history and break a record. I'm one of the first 33, I think I became the 33rd African American woman to raise $1 million or more for a tech startup. So I thank all my donors. We did this with no paid employees. We're all volunteer team at the Aura Lee Smith Cancer Research Foundation, which makes it even more remarkable because it was less than 100 of us pulling together week after week. And I have to thank Karen Hunter for being our largest champion, and the Karen Rebels really getting us over the top, and Ricky Smiley and Roland Martin for helping us. And there have been a host of other people who are championing our cause. And our goal, our dream, my vision, my dream is to one day be the cancer charity of choice for everybody who really wants to see change with cancer. So that's the goal and the vision. And I would love to see more scientists take the initiative to take control of their destiny instead of waiting for crumbs to fall from the table from people who may have other agendas.